Dreams. We're all born with them. Dreams of adventure, of finding a sense of purpose, meaning, of reaching our full potential. And wherever your dreams take you, your journey starts with UAC.
Hello and welcome. My name's Trudy Noller and I'm the Community Engagement Manager here at UAC, and today we're going to talk about the Educational Access Scheme. For those of you who don't know who UAC is, the University's Admission Centre, or UAC, is an organisation that looks after applications for university entry to approximately 30 different institutions across New South Wales and the ACT. We also look after applications for our access schemes and of course calculate the ATAR for all New South Wales HSC students. So applications opened on the 5th of April for all students wanting to study in 2024. Now the next important date for Year 12 students will be of course the 18th of September, which is for students who are applying for SRS or Schools Recommendation Scheme. That is the closing date. For those not applying for SRS, then the next important date will be the 29th of September. This is what we call early bird close. Early bird is not about the early entry schemes, it's just about applying with a lesser application fee. If you apply after the 29th of September, then the fee will rise. The next important date will be the 23rd of November. This is when we want all EAS applications to be lodged, including documents, so that will be assessed in time for the first ATAR-based offer round, which happens in December. Students applying for EAS will get notification of eligibility on the 14th of December, which is ATAR Day. This is where you can then make decisions on that application to rearrange your preferences by the 15th of December for consideration for an offer on the 21st of December. The Educational Access Scheme, our topic today, is aimed to help students who have suffered significant educational disadvantage. This is special consideration for students whose grades have been negatively impacted due to circumstances beyond their control or choosing. It's not a guarantee of entry, but may help if a student's ATAR is a few points less than the published lowest selection rank. There are 26 specific disadvantages that institutions will consider under 9 broad categories. These categories range from disrupted schooling, financial hardship, severe family disruption, excessive family responsibility, English language difficulties, personal illness, refugee status, school environment, and socio-economic index for areas. It is recommended that students read through each category to find which category is right for their circumstance. The application, of course, is online, and once you have lodged your UAC application listing all your preferences, you will have access to the online EAS application. Once you've submitted your online UAC application, there will be a link after submitting your preferences. If you have missed the link, don't worry, you can log back into your application and find the EAS icon in the Manage part of your application. Once there, you can look through all the different disadvantage types to select the one best for you. When it comes to the application type, of course, students that come under most of the categories will need to lodge the application. However, UAC does have a few that are automatically generated. An automatic EAS application is generated if you attend a school that is inner or outer regional, or remote or very remote in designation. This is determined by, of course, the Australian Statistical Geographic Standard, or your household is identified by the ABS as coming in the lowest 25 percentile of socio-economic for index category. If an EAS application is automatically generated from you, UAC will notify you by email the day after you complete your application. If you have additional disadvantages, you will need to lodge an EAS application in the traditional format, and documents will need to be provided. You will not need to list your automatically generated disadvantage. So you may be thinking, well, what kind of documentation will I need to supply? Once you have listed the disadvantages on the application and submitted, you'll be prompted to download a document package. The document package will list all the different documentation you will need to supply to UAC for each disadvantage type. The most common documents that we require will be an applicant statement, which has to be written by the applicant, an educational impact statement, which we require you to get from your school, or a medical impact statement, which must come from a registered practitioner. The applicant statement is a statement in your own words. Provide all the factual details about your disadvantage and how it has impacted you while being as precise and specific as possible. This statement must include dates to show us the duration and impact of your disadvantage. The document cover sheet will guide you through the information we need in your statement. The educational impact statement is an essential part of your application. It provides independent evidence that an applicant has or hasn't been educationally disadvantaged, the extent of the educational impact of any disadvantage experienced, and the educational impact statement needs to confirm or qualify the information in the applicant statement. This should be provided by your school as they are aware of your disadvantage and how it has impacted you educationally. For those students who need to provide a medical impact statement, this statement should be written and provided by a registered practitioner. This statement cannot be completed by the same person who has written your educational impact statement. If you're a student who's applying under P01A, long-term medical or disability, then there have been changes to the application and documents this year for you. If you have applied for provisions through NESA, the NESA application, the Grant of Provisionals Approval document, can be uploaded to the EAS application as evidence of disadvantage. You must also provide an applicant statement. If you are only providing the Grant of Provisions Approval document, you will also need to supply an educational impact statement and medical impact statement as well as your applicant statement. For all other students applying under P01A but have not provided or applied for NESA provisions, you will need to supply all documentation. So how will an EAS application help you? Of course, it's not a guarantee of entry. It is just special consideration because of your disadvantage. So each institution may consider your disadvantage differently, but in general, students may receive a couple of adjustment points that will change their selection rank for a course at a specific university. If you are eligible for consideration under EAS and your ATAR is below the required selection rank for a course, an institution can increase your selection rank for that course by awarding adjustment factors. Adjustment factors will change your selection rank. For example, an ATAR of 80 with 2 adjustments will be a selection rank of 82. Each institution has its own policy on when and how it will increase selection ranks for eligible EAS applicants and the maximum amount of adjustment points awarded. UAC recommends that students research EAS policies on the university websites. So you're probably wondering how you're going to find out whether you've been made eligible or not. Of course, EAS applications have to be in by the 23rd of November, and you'll receive notification on the 14th of December if you've been made eligible or not. This will allow you to change your preferences by the end of the 15th of December to be considered in the first ATAR-based offer round, which happens on the 21st of December. Remember, EAS is not a guarantee of entry. Adjustment points may be capped within a range, and we recommend that students research adjustment factors awarded by specific institutions. And be conservative and realistic with your course choices. So here are a few top tips. Don't wait until you get your ATAR to decide on whether or not to apply for EAS. Make sure you read the document package for each disadvantage you apply under so you know what documents to provide. Make sure, of course, that you upload your documents by the 23rd of November. And remember, EAS is not a guarantee of entry. It just may help you get over the line into your desired degree. I'd like to thank you for joining me here today. I hope that you got a lot of information that will help you with that EAS application, and good luck.